Mr. Prime Minister, it's a great joy to have you here in Ethiopia. In my last visit in your beautiful country, we have a very candid discussions. I have also invited you to come and to visit Ethiopia. You have promised by then to come, and today you have delivered what you have promised, and you kept your promise. It shows what type of leader you are, and this is the type of attitude, rectitude we expect from many leaders. And it also gives me energy to keep on, to strengthen our friendship, because for the person who respects his promise means a lot as a friend. So welcome to Ethiopia. As I have said several times, I think this is the right time for every developed nation to turn their face to Africa. Because without bringing the potentials that we have from both sides, there is no way that we can fulfill the demand which is arising from our people. The problem is there in this part of the world. There are also different problems in your part of the world. There is no problem-free world in today's geo and political economic landscape. We knew that developed nations have capital resources and skilled human capital, and this is a missing element in Africa. But there are lots of things that Africa also can offer. We're not begging like yesterday. We're saying, we have a lot to offer. We have human capital, we have land, we have fresh water, we have huge potential for clean energy. We have good policies. We're investment ready as a continent. So it's good to combine those potentials to the betterment of our citizenries. So from this perspective, your decision to come and to visit Ethiopia after 6 decades, it means a lot. And it's a good decision. It's the right decision. I'm sure you will not regret, because Ethiopia will offer a lot to strengthen our bilateral relationship. Mr. Prime Minister, Singapore's remarkable journey and global reputation for innovation and good governance offers lessons we deeply value. There are plenty of areas that we can cooperate. We can also learn from Singapore. Ethiopia is advancing resilient institutions, digital governance, and inclusive prosperity, and we see Singapore as a strategic partner in this effort. We've been there. Most of my leadership visited your beautiful country. Everyone was impressed, also inspired big time. We want to build on that positive spirit. On our bilateral meeting this morning, it was a very constructive and forward-looking discussion. It was reaffirming shared priorities across key sectors. We also specifically discussed on trade and investment. We agreed to strengthen our ties on trade and investment. That is what we are looking for, with a focus on logistics, manufacturing, aviation, and tourism. We really invite Singaporean investors to explore opportunities in industrial parks, in agro-industrial plants, in our cities, in our mining sectors. Also, there are beautiful destinations and attractions in Ethiopia to visit. We encourage Singaporeans to come and to visit Ethiopia. On digital and logistics or transport, that is one of the key areas that Ethiopia would like to learn from your experience. We have seen that you have immense potential on this specific sector. So collaboration on smart mobility, logistic technology, and digital public infrastructure is the areas that we would like to work with your country. On the third issue that we have discussed, also we have signed MOU, is the skill development and institution building. I'm sure you know that everyone gets inspired by your governance, your institution ability, the way you provide services for your citizen. That is the key area which Ethiopia is seeking to learn from your rich experience, also to harness from your wisdom on this regard. The last but not least, we have also covered on green urban planning, where it's clear that Singapore is a very clean, green, beautiful city. We are trying to enhance our cities, not only the capital, but also many other cities. But on planning, on linking the neighborhood with spaces that they can come and share culture, experience, and several ideas. We really want to learn from you on how you plan on building such a beautiful cities, such a connected infrastructure, and such also beautiful spaces for neighborhood to come together and to share practical experiences which will help to build a social cohesion. Mr. Prime Minister, I'm sure we'll formalize cooperation through joint frameworks. We have discussed on multiple issues, and those issues must get responsible individuals and groups to plan accordingly and to deliver and to strengthen our efforts that we both want to strengthen the partnership between Ethiopia and Singapore. Ethiopia is committed, Mr. Prime Minister, to a practical and futuristic partnership with Singapore. We know that we can learn a lot from you. We also believe that we can offer for our partnership, and together we can build a strong Asia-Africa bridge for sustainable growth and shared prosperity. Between Asia and Africa, there is a South-South cooperation, but such a strong friendship and bilateral relationship will enhance that effort to realize into something bigger. Mr. Prime Minister, once again, welcome to Ethiopia, and I wish you all the very best in your stay here in Addis Ababa. I hope this will be the beginning, and it will continue in the future to strengthen our partnership, to do visits from both sides and exchange ideas. Also, when we get a chance to meet on other multilateral forums, we will share experiences, also we'll update each other. Mr. Prime Minister, I'm very happy to have you here, and thank you for coming.
Thank you very much, Prime Minister Abiy, Excellencies and distinguished guests and ladies and gentlemen. Once again, I'm very grateful to my friend Prime Minister Abiy for the warm welcome that has been extended to me and my delegation. Last year, the Prime Minister visited Singapore to celebrate 55 years of diplomatic ties between our two countries. He invited me to visit Ethiopia, and so I'm very happy to be able to reciprocate his visit now on my first official visit to Ethiopia, but also, in fact, my first bilateral visit to the African continent, and it's here in Ethiopia. Prime Minister Abiy said just now that Ethiopia is stepping up its engagements with developed countries to match Ethiopia's needs and demands with the resources and capabilities of developed countries. To be clear, Singapore is not a developed country. We see ourselves as a tiny little island, always vulnerable, exposed to so many external challenges and always trying to keep ahead. On the other hand, we see Ethiopia as an ancient civilization with a long and proud history, a diverse people, and tremendous potential to do much more going forward. So this is not about us teaching Ethiopia at all or offering lessons. It's a partnership of equals. It's a partnership of us working together closely for win-win partnership. That's how we see this relationship going forward. In fact, when Prime Minister Abiy visited Singapore earlier, it already injected positive momentum to our bilateral relationship. And today we are continuing that positive momentum and that positive trajectory going forward. As we had the 2 MOUs just now, we will be strengthening our cooperation in skills development, and we will also deepen our collaboration in sustainability, particularly in carbon credits, so that both countries can help meet our respective climate targets. And also this is timely because Ethiopia will be hosting COP32 in 2027, an endeavor which Singapore fully supports. And of course, earlier in our delegation meeting, we also discussed other areas of cooperation, including in trade and investments, as well as digital transformation and digital connectivity. Essentially, both Prime Minister Abiy and I agree that there is much more that Ethiopia and Singapore can do together. There is clear potential to grow our bilateral cooperation. And beyond that, there are many opportunities to bridge and connect our two regions. As hubs in our respective parts of the world, Singapore and Ethiopia can catalyze more trade and investment flows between Southeast Asia and Africa. And it is in this spirit that Singapore has decided to establish an embassy in Addis Ababa. This will be our first embassy in East Africa and our third in Africa. And it is a tangible demonstration of Singapore's commitment to our partnership with Ethiopia and our belief in Ethiopia's strategic importance and potential. Our embassy will also enable Singapore to strengthen our ties with Africa as a whole, because being here in Addis Ababa will allow us to better engage the African Union, deepen our understanding of Africa, and explore new areas of cooperation. So I've shared these plans with the Prime Minister earlier today, and we look forward to the support of your government as we move ahead on these plans. Singapore is committed to doing more with Africa, and that's why we are also launching the Singapore-Africa Partnership Leading to Growth and Sustainability Package. It's a very long phrase, but the short form is saplings, because we want to see these as green shoots which we are planting, which can grow into big, sturdy, strong trees, just like the saplings we planted early this morning. And through this initiative, Singapore aims to make a small but meaningful contribution to growth and development in Africa. Under this saplings package, we will offer African officials customized study visits to Singapore, as well as executive education programs and postgraduate scholarships in Singapore universities, so that they can learn about the aspects of our development journey which are most relevant to their respective countries. We are happy to share, and as I said just now, this is always going to be a two-way exchange. Just as they learn from us, we also will learn from them. And I encourage our Ethiopian friends and African partners to fully maximize and make use of this saplings package, and I hope you will gain useful experience and make many new friends in Singapore. In this rapidly changing and uncertain world, partnerships between like-minded countries are more important than before. And I'm confident with Prime Minister Abiy's support, Singapore-Ethiopia relations will continue to grow from strength to strength, and I look forward to working closely with Prime Minister Abiy to take our relations to even greater heights. Thank you very much.